welcome to another episode of the Industrial Real Estate Podcast with Conreal. I'm Edison Vasquez. Thanks for joining us and for watching us on video. This is episode 10, and today's episode we'll be discussing sale-leaseback for industrial properties. A very common topic that has become popular during this boom of industrial real estate. Well, thanks for joining us. As always, you can check our website, warehousesmarket.com, for the latest news and latest listings. We have listings from 4,000 square feet all the way to over 100,000 square feet here in South Florida. You can also follow me at Edison Industrial on Instagram, Edison CRE on Twitter, and look me up on LinkedIn at Edison Vasquez. Thanks for joining us. So today's episode, what's a sale-leaseback? This comes from an article that we wrote on our website. You can go to our website on warehousesmarket.com under blog. You'll see what is a sale-leaseback on industrial properties. So without further delay, we'll dive into what sale-leaseback is. Technically, a sale-leaseback becomes a transaction in which the seller of a property or an industrial building or an asset in this case is able to lease out the property from the buyer immediately after the sale is finalized. Most businesses will engage in a sale-leaseback when they're trying to free up capital by untying cash that is in the building for other investments, and these can be accomplished without actually getting rid of the building and having to move out. So it could be a win-win for buyer and seller. Seller benefits, what's attractive for sellers or business owners in this case, more importantly, is freeing up the capital. A lot of businesses, especially on the e-commerce or the electronics or where they have a lot of turnover or a high rate of return, their capital is better invested in their business and their operations, and sometimes real estate is not the best investment for these type of businesses, so they want to free up that capital, do a sale-leaseback, sell the building to an investment fund or a group of investors or an investor that will buy the asset and do in this case the owner of the business will become a tenant and leasing back for 5, 10, 15, 20 years depending on the negotiated terms. So that's one of the benefits, that freeing up capital that's tied to the building that could be invested in the building, whether it's machinery, in the business, which can be machinery, equipment, operations, hiring people, expansions, which they can get a higher rate of return. A great example is Amazon, although it's one of the largest e-commerce company, they don't own a lot of the real estate, and that is because their rate of return is higher on their operations, so they're able to move their money faster in operations, which helps them in the long term create more wealth and more value for shareholders. So they do a lot of leaseback and they lease their facilities because they know that their money is better deployed on their operation. Another advantage for seller is lock the price, especially right now. Prices for industrial buildings are all-time high, and locking the price at all-time high is very important. They can lock in the gains, lock in the capital, and get the highest price possible at this moment. Next advantage for sellers is maintain business as usual. There's no moving out and then moving in. Sellers can keep their business running. They can continue operating their business efficiently in the building. They can do improvements. They technically still own the building as a tenant, and they can still add equipment, redirect, move their operations, or add more offices if they need to. So it's their building, and they can maintain business as usual. Another advantage is less management. So if you're familiar with the building, you know there's management issues. There's roof that needs to be replaced, air condition breaks down, parking needs to be resurfaced, windows break, or anything that could be maintenance related, property taxes, things that take time from the business. So businesses that know and are efficient, that they can manage their operations well, they there's one less thing to worry, as the owner will have to do the management, and they will have to do the improvements such as roof and other things. Another advantage for sellers is that it's easier than financing. So sellers or business owners could go to the bank, get a mortgage, or get a loan for the building as collateral, and they'll have to go through the process of underwriting, financing. With a sale-leaseback, there's less obstacles, less underwriting, until the buyer will check the financials for the company, make sure it's credible and that they're solid as tenants. But it will be easier than going through our regular conventional financing, and the owner can get the cash right away at closing without any delays, and might even be less expensive than financing. On the buyer side, buyers love sale-leaseback, especially because it's a predictable rate of return. From the beginning, they have a tenant from day one. They can customize the lease terms for the specific lease. So, in contrary to an investor buying a vacant building where they have to put it on the market, wait 6 months, maybe a year, depending on how customized the building is, a leaseback offers the investor the opportunity to have an asset fully leased, long-term, with a quality tenant from day one. So this creates predictability and ensures the buyer that they'll have a real return that is certainly guaranteed for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, depending on the term of the lease. So those are great advantages that investors look for. And in this type of market, you'll see more and more investors trying to get into the industrial business and looking for industrial opportunities. And leasebacks is a great opportunity to get that and acquire properties that are fully leased, stabilized, with rare returns that are compared to the market, and they don't have to worry about putting it on the market, waiting 6 months, downtime, improvements, all the expenses that come with leasing a building. Whereas a sale-leaseback ensures that the building is fully leased from day one with a quality tenant and a strong market for long term. So those are the buyer advantages. So this is a great overview of what a sale-leaseback is. Again, you can check out our website for an entire explanation of sale-leaseback and how owners can benefit from this. We think in this type of market where prices are all-time high and owners are able to access the funds from investments, they can take advantage of this and attract a lot of interest from investment funds that are looking to deploy capital in the industrial sector. So if you're a business owner, you don't want to go to the conventional finance, and you still want to operate the business for 5, 10, 20 years, or even the next generation, you can do a sale-leaseback, and there will be a lot of investors looking for that opportunity to buy your building, let you operate the business as a tenant, negotiate an acceptable lease term, and get that cash from the beginning. So those are great advantages for owners. Hope this helps. Again, you can check out our website, warehousesmarket.com. On the blog, you'll see our article on what is a sale-leaseback for industrial properties. You can leave us your comments, questions, and if there's been any specific questions that you as an owner may have, or as a buyer may have, we'll be happy to help. You can call our office or send us an email. We'll be happy to help you with that. On the next step, we are going to just briefly talk about one of our feature listings. We have a great refrigerated space for lease here in Miami. It's at the 12707 Jenue Rd. It's a phenomenal refrigerated facility for produce, perishables in general. It's just north of Miami International Airport. We can offer space there from around 29,000 square feet all the way to 75,000 square feet, 6,000 square feet of office, plenty of docks, 32 docks, large truck court, and excellent access to I-75, 95, Turnpike, and it's a superb opportunity for perishable companies looking to get a facility that's ready to go, where they don't have to build the coolers. Like a lot of buildings, they have to build a new facility. So if you're a tenant looking for a refrigerator space, you have to go and build the coolers, wait 6 months until the coolers are delivered. With this facility, you can move in right away, get the space ready. You have plenty of parking, easy access to all the highways, and the refrigeration is ready to go with equipment. So that's a great advantage, and it's probably one of the only facilities in the area available with refrigeration, and that's a very attractive asset we have seen in these markets, refrigerated spaces, where the constraint of building cooler space gives an advantage of owners who already have cooler space ready to go, an advantage. So again, this property is fully available. It's multiple spaces. We have as little as 29,000 square feet all the way to 75,000 square feet, and is available for lease immediately. The lease rate is $13 per square foot industrial gross. If you've been following us, you know what an industrial gross lease is. And one of our team members will be happy to schedule a visit to the building. You can call us or email us, and you can also watch the video that we're showing you. You can go to our website, and under the homepage you'll see the property there, and you can see the property available there. Last but not least, before leaving, we're going to give you our famous industrial tip, and this relates to sale-leasebacks. So during the sale-leaseback, if you are the seller and you are going to become the tenant, if the property needs improvements, or there's improvements that you need for the business to go on, these are things that you, as a seller, or as a future tenant, you have the possibility of negotiating into the sale-leaseback. So whether it's you need a new roof, you need redo the parking, more offices, or if you need you don't know exactly what you need, but you need some allowance for future expansion or future improvements inside the property, lights, more power, or different things that you might need for your business. These are things or improvements that, depending on the negotiation with the landlord, can be capitalized into the building and can be negotiated. So that way, when you're selling that building, you become a tenant, you get those. When you become a tenant, those improvements become to you, and the new landlord will give you a concession, whether they will do it themselves. Depending on the landlord, they will do it themselves, give you an allowance, or in any way that can be negotiated into the purchase and sell contract, and then after the lease agreement. So if you're an owner and need improvements in the property, as doing a sale-leaseback, these are things that you can negotiate with the buyer during the term of the lease. Thanks for joining us. Hope this helps. Again, we're always available for any questions. Please subscribe to our podcast on Apple or wherever you get your podcasts. We're available there. You can also watch us. If you're watching us, you are in YouTube. Please subscribe to our channel. Leave us your comments, your feedbacks. We can only be as good as you give us your feedback. So if there's anything that we need to improve, anything that we can help you, or any specific topic that you want to discuss, please let us know. You can follow me at Edison Industrial on Instagram, on Twitter at Edison CRE, or in LinkedIn, look me up under Edison Vasquez PA. Always happy to explain our topics on industrial real estate. Take care, be safe, be profitable, and see you next time.